Yo, what is going on, homies? It's your boy Stumped back from the OPTC video, and in today's video, Gear 5 is right around the corner, baby. 4 days till the homie is coming over on OPTC, and the Twitter for OPTC dropped a huge bombshell the other day. Like a huge bombshell. We have a video with the art reveal for Gear 5. Absolutely crazy. Like, never in my wildest dreams do I ever think they would just say, like, screw you anime only watchers, and drop this. But it had me thinking, now that we know what the character looks like, what is the character actually going to look like? So in today's video, I'm going to do a prediction for what this man right here is going to look like in One Piece Treasure Cruise. Before we do that, I'm going to play the video. I'll leave a link to their Twitter down below. Make sure to go check it out. Do all the good stuff over there. And let's see what the art looks like first. So there we go, the art was revealed. We do have Gear 5 Luffy. We know what he looks like. Absolute banging artwork. But, like I said, what is the character actually going to look like? What is his classes going to be? What's his typing going to be? What's his special going to do? Is he going to have the new EX special, Final Tap, Super 10, Rush, Stump? What is he going to have? Well, in today's video, I'm going to give my predictions, and then we're going to come back to this video once the character information does drop, which might be tomorrow, to be honest, but because of, like, this video, but I was imagining this stuff would come, like, after the episode, but look, we'll have to wait and see, but we'll come back to this video once we do get the actual information, and sort of see how close we were with our predictions. So, Gear 5 Luffy, the pinnacle of power. I did do a concept for this particular character. That's not my prediction, that's just a concept of what he could be, but this is what I think he's going to be in today's video. I do believe he is going to be a Psy character. Yes, I do think he's going to be Psy. It's been a little while since we've had a Psy unit in the game. The last Psy Luffy we had was for the Film Red celebration. Now, that was a very, very long time ago, almost a year ago to the actual date, and it would make a lot of sense to see another Luffy that is Psy. They do love doing Psy Luffys. They love doing Strength Luffys. And whenever I think Luffy, Psy, and Strength are the two colors that come to my mind straight away. With the release of Luffy and Yamato, they definitely could do some stuff. Or actually, sorry, they did the anniversary Luffy earlier in the year, the anniversary exclusive Luffy. So it hasn't been that long, but look, in terms of Super Sugo, it's been a year. And all of the Luffys that they make a Psy are very, very good. Every 6 months we kind of get something like this, and I do believe that this character will be Psy from like the PvP rules and what we've seen as well, and from what's coming. The Kid Luffy being Psy, the Snake Rant Luffy being Psy, and then this Luffy being Psy. They could definitely go down the route of making him Strength. That is my other sort of thought pattern to make him work well with Sanji and Zoro. However, I think that sort of triangle is already like set in stone, and making this character Psy would just bring back the resurgence of Nami, making that particular prowess very, very powerful. As for his classes, I do think he's going to have Free Spirit. No doubt about that. He's the embodiment of Free Spirit. I don't want to spoil too much for anime-only watchers, but look, we've already gone balls to the wall with that clip. So, like, just click off the video if you guys don't want to be spoiled. But this man is the embodiment of freedom. Luffy is Joy Boy. He has the Nika no Mi. He is Joy Boy, and he's there to free the land from the corruption of the world government and from Imu-sama. So, definitely Free Spirit. If it's not Free Spirit, honestly, I will shave my beard. I will shave it off. I'll completely gone. If this man is not Free Spirit. I do believe his secondary class is probably going to be Fighter. Obviously, he's in a fight with Kaido. So, it would make sense for him to be a fighter character. From the panels of the manga where he's actually fighting as well, like, he's doing a lot of punching, he's doing a lot of kicking, he's doing a lot of Luffy stuff. So, fighter just makes the most sense because he's in the fight for his life against Kaido. So, Free Spirit, Psy, fighter, I do believe that is a shoo-in. As for his potential abilities, I definitely think this man's going to have hunger. I don't really see a Luffy not having hunger anymore, and it just doesn't make any sense for him not to. But they could do some stuff with like anti-heal or something like that. But I do believe hunger is going to be the wave. It's probably one of the most powerful limit break abilities in the game. Barrier Pen's probably the most powerful, but in terms of like what hunger does when you need it, nothing compares to be able to just remove like stacks of hunger. I would love to see them go like crazy with his hunger too. Remove like 5 like stacks of it, not just like 3 or something silly like that. So I do think hunger will be his first ability. As for his second ability, I was under the impression, I was on the train of a Super Tandem and a Rush in the same character. But the more I think about that, that makes this character so goddamn broken. Now, Super Tandem will always overwrite Rush. However, you can easily proc a Rush and then build up a Super Tandem. So, for example, this Luffy needs like Luffy and then 2 other free spirit characters, for example. And then his Rush is the first tapper in the chain like what Sanji has. Then you could easily proc the Rush first, provided he has a Tandem Orb. Start the chain there, and then by the 3rd free spirit character that you hit with, then you're basically good from there. I was on that train for a very long time, but like I said, the more I thought about it, the more broken it became. And shout out to the King. He did mention having Final Tap and Super Rush in the same unit on the GGP podcast. Shout out to those guys. And I actually really like this idea, and it makes a lot of sense from a business perspective, giving this unit both Rush and Final Tap. So when you run 2 of them, you run one as the first attacker to get the Rush, or however you need to get the Rush mechanic, and then the other one as the Final Tap unit. Now, the downside to this is you do lose a potential ability pretty much on one of your Luffys, but at the end of the day, like, you're not using all your potential abilities anyway. For example, Barrier Pen's only good when there's barriers, right? And if there's no barriers in the content, it's a completely pointless ability per se. So I don't think it's that big of a detriment to the character, provided they make his Rush and his Final Tap incredibly broken. So I'm more on the train now of Final Tap and Rush, but for certain, I believe this character will have Rush. Like, he has to have Rush. It would make 0 sense to me if he did not have Rush, especially with the way that the fight pans out and all the things that he does in this new state. It would just make 0 sense for him not to have Rush. However, as for the 3rd ability, I'm throwing it up in the air. I'm probably going to say Final Tap, probably bring back the Straw Hat Crew style Final Tap, but if he has Super Tandem, I would love that even more. As for Super Type, Super Class, or Super EX, I do think this guy's going to be the first Super EX legend that we get in the game. Again, it would just make sense to, like, they're renowned for, like, bringing in a mechanic and then just ignoring it, so they definitely could do that, but if they do, if they don't and give this guy Super EX and make him Free Spirit Psy, dude, like, that would be insane. Imagine running this guy alongside Nami for a Free Spirit team and you having Psy, Free Spirit, and Striker. Like, Nami would just be going absolutely berserk with her Super Tandem, and that would make her this guy's Final Tap, as well as his Rush mechanic, just even more valuable for your team, which would just be absolutely insane. So, I definitely think you'll have Super EX if I had to put any money on it. But as for the other 2, if they sort of just throw that mechanic to the wall, he'll definitely have something. He has to. Or he could have a Captain Action, or he could have what was the other one? What's the other thing they have? Well, it's dual units, right? So Captain Action is pretty much the only other option, right? So he could definitely have a Captain Action, but I'm more under the impression that he's going to have he'll have Super EX over something like a Captain Action, a Super Type, or a Super Class. As for anything else, I do think this character's going to have a revive. We saw the clip, like, there's a scene where Luffy's not in his Gear 5 form, and it would only make sense for him to revive. So I'm a big believer that he will revive, and I'm a big believer that he's going to be the best character in the game. When you get this man in Gear 5, I don't doubt that this character is going to be insane. What I'm really hoping for, that he is the best character, full stop, without the revive mechanic. So I want to read this character and go, oh my god, this guy is insane, and he has a revive, not, oh my god, this guy's insane when he revives. I really don't want that, but we'll have to wait and see. For August the 6th for me, or August 5th PST for wherever you guys are, the man is coming. I'm very, very excited. I've been waiting for this for, God, when did the manga panel come out when this man went Gear 5? I remember the rumblings of Gear 5 and what it meant way back when, and then understanding the lore of how this man gets to this form just broke the whole goddamn internet, and I'm sure as hell the episode is going to break that damn internet as well, because, like, this is the peak of anime. Completely. There's nothing bigger than a 1,000 episode series to wrap up the foreshadowing that Oda throws at you, to make you believe something for so many years, over 20 years, and then just be like, nah, but hold up. he's actually the Nika Nika no me. But let me know your thoughts and opinions of this unit and what you believe the character will look like in the comment section below. While you're down there, belt like button, hit the subscribe button, do all that good stuff for me. Most importantly, wherever you guys are in this beautiful world, please remember to enjoy the rest of your day. As always, homies, thank you for watching, and I'll catch you all in the next one.